I'm gonna try to make this video as quick as possible, but something has been bothering me in the DJ space, and I've actually responded to a comment like this on my TikTok before. The ignorance with these elitist DJs, more specifically vinyl DJs. And there's nothing wrong with being a vinyl DJ at all, right? It's just when you have this sense of entitlement and this need to gatekeep DJing because you started off on turntables. It's fucking annoying. It's pretty damn goofy, right? So let me give you some background. When I was around 12 or 13 years old, I had gotten the Hercules DJ MP3 E2, right? Eventually, I got the Newmark CD DJ in a box. And what I did was I used the Hercules controller in the center between the two CDJs, and I just used the mixture that came with the CDJs as just a master output controller, right? I remember getting this comment on my TikTok saying that the things that I'm doing on the Rain 12s would never work on the Technique 1200s, which is absolute bullshit, but whatever, we'll let this dude have his little opinion. I'm not a vinyl DJ, all right? I've never DJed with vinyl. Have I used vinyl with like a one of those little vinyl players? Absolutely, and I think vinyl sounds fucking great, but I am not a vinyl DJ in particular. There is this sense of elitism within the DJ space, specifically the vinyl community, which is so fucking goofy, that unless you have used or you have vinyl platters, whether it be or vinyl turntables, whether it be Technique 1200s or Reloop 6000s or some shit like that, that you're not a real DJ. It's so fucking annoying, actually, because I've seen many of these things before as well. And there was a video that I just saw of this guy. He's been a DJ for about 18 years, and he started on turntables. He was doing a video on the DDJ Rev 1 because he wanted to show people it's not about the equipment that you use. You can get it in how you get it in with anything as long as you know how to use the equipment that you're using. And the Rev 1 is like, what, $300? That's pretty damn affordable for what we had to spend back in the day in order to get a decent pair of like turntables and shit like that. Granted, obviously controllers were much more accessible, but now the technology has increased. And I do this tech shit for a living. I'm actually a programmer. And I love adopting new technology and new things into my day-to-day life. And this dude in the comment section says he wants to see him DJ on Technique 1200s with a Vestax mixer, right? And that he's a slave to the computer and stupid shit like that, right? I fucking hate this line of thinking because, well, look at everything today. Technology has made everyone's lives easier, right? Cell phones. The fact that bro was able to fucking respond to this comment and watch everything on his cell phone. Why don't we go back to the fucking DSL days and have a whole bunch of interference and bullshit happen when someone's on the fucking house phone and someone's on the internet? Why don't we just go back and caveman it the fuck up? You know what I mean? It's pretty goofy. This right here is my hard drive, right? This is 2 terabytes. I could put a fuck ton of music on this thing. I don't have to carry around a big ass book of fucking CDs, you know, just to be able to play my sets and shit. Or I wouldn't have to carry around a bunch of crates of music. The whole point of technology advancing in this way was to prevent that and make shit easier for you to have to deal with, all right? Jazzy Jeff actually was on a panel a couple years ago talking about people complaining about the sync button. He was saying like technology has nothing to do with DJing on its own. It's, you know, the person that's doing the DJing is controlling the music and shit. The people that you're DJing for couldn't give a fuck less what it is that you're DJing with. They just want to hear some good ass music, right? So, you know, he was talking about the sync button, telling people shut the fuck up about the sync button. If you don't want to use the sync button, don't use the sync button. It's as simple as that, because people will get, you know, on their little high horse and shit and start being like, oh, you're using the, because you have a display on Serato or virtual DJ, whatever you're using, is the only reason why you're able to beat match and blah, 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 this and that. Now, I can do it by ear because it's just simple rhythm, right? But having those displays there makes it easier for you to be creative. You can now focus on the creativity of your mix rather than focusing on the other things. You can call it an art if you want to, perfectly fucking fine. But the creativity still has to be there with your mixes, your transitions, your scratching, shit like that, right? The stupidity in all of this is, that's like me as a programmer saying, every single video game, every single web application, every single phone application should be coded in assembly, right? That would be stupid for me to say. Oh, let's code in just straight up raw fucking binary. How about we do that? That would be so dumb for me to say when we have advanced in these libraries and we've made these technical advances to make coding not as nuanced as if we were to use something like, you know, what they used to code airplanes, Cobalt and shit like that. Like, imagine if everything had to be coded in assembly or Cobalt and shit. That would be pretty damn bad. I truly don't understand what's the need or the purpose in gatekeeping for the sake of, oh, I used to do it this way, so now the way you're doing it is wrong. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, because I hate goofy ass comments like this, and I've dealt with this before, like I said, but it is what it is. Yeah, I'm done.